Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Misery. You're watching my channel, Mr. 14, and I'm here doing a review of Games People Play, Season 1, Episode 6. Alright, before I just started, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I appreciate everyone who'll be clicking in and reviewing my content. I really appreciate the support and I really appreciate the love. Please share my videos and also subscribe. Hit that red subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and let's keep it moving. Alright. Alright, this episode was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between the past and the present. So it was kind of like if you don't really follow, it was kind of confusing, but at the same time, it was telling you, it was connecting the stories how they become now. Now, the title of this episode was called Reversal of Fortune, and I understand why they called it this title, because it really was a reverse of how you start off one way and then it got flipped out to be in a different way. Alright, so we see Kareem is practicing ball with Jamal. Jamal was his trainer, I guess, this person that he was helping him to get to the pro. Training him. He was in the basketball court. So I was like, okay. I could have sworn Kareem and him falling out. Then I was like, this is like a flashback of the past. And I was right. It was a flashback. Because throughout the whole episode, it was mostly flashbacks to the past. 2013, 2014 time period. Up to now. So he was that. And then we get Nia and MJ. You know, MJ came with a bottle. He was like, oh, girl, let's drink and celebrate. He said, no, we got to work. That's all that stuff. And he said, oh, please, come on. We could just little one glass. She's little one glass, one little drink. It ain't going to hurt you. She said, it's against the law policies. And you know that. And he said, oh, whatever. And then sitting down, she said, what's up? And then he was talking. And then she just basically tell him that at the party, thinking Vanessa accidentally called Eric Terrence's name. And now when we got home, Terrence don't want to give me no sex. He questioning who he is, what he where he's from, did he met him, so like that, all that stuff. Basically gave her no sex, and cause she be sexless for months now, and she did come close, but she didn't cheat. But she just be deprived it. Now Eric's in town, now she's not getting no dick. So it was like, okay. And she said, oh, what's the big deal? I was like, okay. He was like, yes, I did tell him that I met him recently. I didn't tell him that he was at my house. And it was something else that she said she didn't tell him. She just said he said, oh, it's serious. Okay, now I see why he's upset. Why he getting you a danger. But he said, are you sure that Vanessa said that in an accident? He said, what you mean? What she said it's an accident. And it was like, because this is not really an accident. They know accidents. It's like that. She probably purposely said that just to get out of you. Whatever reason she probably did, she probably get out of you because of Layla. And he was like, oh, okay. And now they got Nia head turning, spinning, like, did she really try to wish it? Because I was like, yes, that was a really crazy slip of the tongue for calling Eric Terrence, when you know damn well that's not no Terrence. Bitch, you was purposely doing that because you feel some type of way that Nia is hanging out with Layla for every type of reason. So you probably said that just to get her riled up, so you could get the man upset, so she won't get shit. So she said, just all you got to do is talk to her and see what it is. But he don't think it was an accident. And MJ was right, because when she did call him, because she called text Nia. No, Nia text Vanessa while she was in bed, and she said, can I talk to you? She said, call me. He said, no, in person. She said, okay, we were trying to figure it out, not right now. Marcus came in the thing. Remember, Marcus got hurt and his ankle is messed up, so he called out whatever the practice or something with his team and stay home. And he said he would spend time with his wife Vanessa and do things. So then as soon as he got in bed, he turned on the game. Oh, she said you would spend time with me, but you would put on this freaking game. I don't even like games, all that stuff. I was like, oh yeah, that's funny. I said, hey, whatever. You want to play a game, play the game. But as long as you're not out there cheating on me, fuck it. You can play the game. Shit, not like that. So yeah, so she said, okay, not right now. She finally met up with Nia. And Nia and her talk. She said, oh girl, yeah, it was it was an accident. I ain't meant to say all that. So they sat down and they was talking and all stuff. And MJ, no, so that stuff, and then she said, because it was crazy that you just blatantly just made a mistake that like made a mistake like that, and she said you probably have some way because I've been hanging out with Layla, or you saw the post recently with Layla. She said, oh yeah, I saw a post, so maybe that's the reason. She said, well, maybe I accidentally probably purposely said it, and all that craziness, and then after the long story short, she basically purposely said the name and because she was felt type of way because she was hanging with Layla. So she said, you know what, let's end this, right? Let's end this right now. She called Layla. Layla said, oh, hey, girl, what's going on? How you doing? And stuff. And she said, girl, I don't know why you keep blowing my phone and calling me like that. Listen, we are not friends. So Layla said, hold on, what? She said, we are not friends. So Vanessa sitting there and had a speaker. She said, y'all not friends. And all that stuff. And she said, I never meant to do that. She said, well, did you forget that you slept with my best friend and husband? She said, oh, yeah, you definitely did. And it was going back and forth, back and forth. Vanessa's all in her ear, all loud on the speakerphone. Neil tried to tell her one thing. Later tried to defend her stance. And the long story short, Vanessa hung up that phone. She said, click. And I was like, oh, okay. And later had this feel type of way about that. Now, Marcus is home with Kareem. Oh, right, yeah, Marcus is home with Kareem. And, Kareem was showing him all the different pills. It was 4 different pill bottles. I don't get the names. 4 different pill bottles. And he said, will you take for if you hurt yourself or something like that? He said, well, you got hurt? And he said, yeah, something like that. And he didn't take it. She said, well, I'm recommending this one. And he said, yo, listen, you can't tell anybody. He said, yo, we be best friends for a long time. You think I would tell anyone? And I said, okay. All right, so he didn't want to tell nobody that he got hurt. I don't know what that would mean to him, but he got hurt. He sprained his ankle, so like that. So he's sitting there. Kareem left. Desiree, his I think the team agent, she came and she was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, this what you freaking skip practice, all that stuff for? Just stay here, this what you doing? And he said, I came to talk to you about the little case and like that. He said, well, I call that case was done with. She said, well, your heat is off, but you are still a person of interest. He said, oh, what you talking about? So basically, she's saying that y'all as #1 suspects, and they still looking into y'all as like the prime suspects. Even though they have much on you, but they still looking at y'all. So they gonna stop. They're not gonna stop until they can pinpoint what happened to that girl to y'all, if they can find it. So what we need to do, you cannot be missing the team. You cannot be debating your team. You gotta be going to practice, all that stuff, all craziness. Basically said, well, you gonna tell me you gonna wipe my ass next time? He said, you know what, Marcus? You know what? You can do whatever you want to do. I'm not here to try to tell you, convince you and everything. You gonna do what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna do what I do. So she walked out. Later on, Vanessa came, and he told Vanessa that we gotta get a lawyer. She said, oh, okay. What about Ian? So I like Ian, but I ain't fucking with him when he was trying to give me that prenup. And other than that, he was good. He said, no, I'm not getting that type of lawyer. We getting a criminal lawyer. She said, what is going on here? Why? So Desiree came back over to say that you need to get a lawyer because you're a person of interest, basically. And he said, looking into us of the case, she said, I thought how that stuff was handled. He said, nah, but I guess she recommended to get a lawyer because it may be a person, it may be a come time when they're going to come back and question y'all. And y'all got to be ready. So he go get a lawyer. She said, don't worry about it. All that stuff, but he suggested, Desiree suggested you should get one too. And now they all bummed out, all that stuff from there. Alright, so that was that. Now, let's go to the past. I explained all the present scenes, so you don't really have there's really much of the present scene at this point. Most of the episodes were mostly about the past and the past story. So we saw that Kareem and Marcus are college roommates. Kareem was this big time player, big time basketball player, picked from high school, whatever, to be playing in here, got the scholarship and all that stuff. And he's the big time guy. Marcus came in, he's just like, yeah, Marcus came in, and Marcus, he has money and stuff like that. He's also part of the team, but he's not as a big a role as Kareem. And he just said he want to do it, do his education, and do what he got to do. And they kind of hit it off his talking. And Kareem was playing it off like he did. He don't even know Marcus' name. Cause Marcus said, "Oh, I know who you are," or stuff like that. He said, "I know you. Oh, you Muakabo?" He said, "Marcus." I said, "How you get Muakabo?" And he said his name Marcus. And he said, "Marcus, Colombo." And he said, "No, it's King, Marcus King." I was like, "Oh my gosh." So they was talking, hit it off on stuff. Uh, Sorry, excuse me, y'all. So they was talking and hit it off. They went to get burgers and talk like that. All right, so later on, we see Marcus in the bed with Vanessa, because at that present scene, he went in the bed and was playing the game, and Vanessa walked away. She said, "I don't play games. I can't stand video games or stuff." So they went back in time, and they were sitting in the bed. She was sitting there watching him play the game. The relationship goes, there you go. Because I love video games, and if I ever get a relationship, that my partner need to love it as well, or at least tolerate it, because I'm not gonna stop it unless I don't want to play video games anymore. But I won't let that take over my life. So I still will go out and date and all that stuff like that. But when I have some downtime and I go ain't nothing to do, I want to play the game. Let me pop on the game. You can't tell me anything about that. All right, so they were sitting there. It said, for a person who played games a lot, you was really stuck in this game, because he was getting his ass kicked in a freaking fighting game, whatever fighting game he was playing. And so he said, "Oh, I started." She said, "Oh, let me get the controller," and he put it away, and they about to get busy and stuff. Basically, he put a sock in the door to let his roommate know that they about to get it on, and they'll walk in, so like that. So usually, yeah, you let you know, you lock the door, or you tell your roommate they'll come in for a few little hours. I was in college, so I know how this game goes. They'll come in a few minutes times. I'll let you know when you come back in the room. If the door's locked, or I'll put a sign and do not disturb or stuff. You know, there's some rules to this shit. So like that. So all of a sudden, Quanisha and Kareem just barged in the room, and he said, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on here?" He said, "Don't you see the sock on the door, bro?" He said, "Oh, my bad, my bad." Apparently, Marcus is supposed to have that weekend, because Quanisha and Kareem was always there every weekend, and now they finally Marcus had the weekend. It was supposed to be his weekend, but Kareem messed that up. So Vanessa and Quanisha was going back and forth. Quanisha was all ghetto trying to fight Vanessa all that stuff, and Vanessa was going back and said, "Oh, I can't stand you," all that stuff. And it was crazy. Vanessa got up and said, "I don't want to stay here anyway. Let's get a hotel." And Quanisha said, no, we're gonna get a hotel." He said, "No, baby, goes all that stuff." I was like, "We can't do that." She said, "Oh yeah, you're right. My man is a big time player and all that stuff, and he doing this because it wasn't for him. You wouldn't even be playing, Marcus. So you better get out of here and bow down and all that stuff." I was like, "Quanisha, shut up." So Vanessa went and gave him the deuces and stuff like that and walked out. Later on, Marcus and Kareem was going outside. Basically, Kareem is not playing up to par in a lot of his games. He be missing shots and stuff like that. So Marcus pointed out to him. He said, "How you gonna miss that kind of shot in the game or stuff? So you already slacking." And I think he was talking to somebody else, and they told him, "Yeah, you was slacking all that stuff." And he said, "Oh no, what do you mean?" And all that stuff. And Marcus told him. And he said, So apparently, Jamal came with a big ass car. I guess it was some deal, big deal, advanced deal for him. And Kareem said, "What are you doing? No, we can't have that here." He said, "What we'll do with it?" She said, "Give it to my mom and tell my mom that it's for me." He said, "Good." That's that. And then later on, Kareem is nervous as a motherfucker on the bed. He was like, I was like, "Oh, you junkie or something? What the fuck?" He's all shaking and shit. And he was all nervous. He said, "Marcus, I need your help," all that stuff. And Marcus said, "What's going on?" Show Marcus Jamal. Um, and it's on the guy with Jamal. So basically, that Jamal and this guy was telling Kareem, and basically Marcus is putting it into, so he part in the group, and telling them they need to purposely lose the game. Because I guess there's some money riding on them losing. And he said, "Yo, this is my career. When you talking about a musical game, I ain't going to be picked." He said, "No, you still going to be top 10. I got you." Basically, Jamal and the guy was hungry, money hungry. So they were going to do whatever they want to get the money. And don't give a care about Kareem. So Kareem should have trusted Jamal in the first place. So, yes. So they said basically just forfeit the game and mess it up. And Kareem was like, he was trying to go down with it because he needed the elbow and he needed that money or stuff. And Marcus said, "Oh hell no, I'm not doing this." He said, "No, you gotta be part of this." He said, "No," and so they were trying to convince him. And he said, "I'll think about it." So the guy who was with Jamal handed him a pack of paper. He said, "This for your trouble." He said, "You know, I ain't ready to make my decision." He said, "This for the listening." Walked out on our craziness. All right, and Kareem said, asked him how much he gave. He said, "What do it mean, man?" And so I started doing that shit in his face and just walked away. I said, yeah, I feel the same way, right? I was like, okay. And Kareem picked up money like a junkie. He said, oh, I need that money. I need that money. So picked it up. So basically, at the game, Quenisha was there, all that stuff like that, and the mom, Vanessa was sitting next to each other. Quenisha and Vanessa's going back and forth. Quenisha saying, "Oh, my man gonna make it," and also I need to get me a fast shotgun. When they point them at me, I need to get ready. I need to I was like, okay, whatever. And basically, yes, Kareem was messing up the game at some point. He was trying not to mess it up, but he was messing it up because he know the people was watching and all that stuff. Messed up so much he fouled when he was doing a shot and all stuff. So they put him off and put Marcus in. Marcus turned it around and made them win the game. He won by the freaking winning dunk, and like all the hell the crowd is on Marcus, and nobody was talking about Kareem. But Kareem supposed to be the big star of the thing. So Kareem was like trying to play it off to be happy for his team, but at the same time he was so worried as motherfucking shits because the people was watching and they lost a lot of money, and he knows a lot of money down into this agreement. So basically they told Kareem that it was his fault that they messed it up. You could have big potential, it was all on you, and you won the game because we lost a lot of big money because of your ass. I said, how the fuck? Whatever. He did his job. He was fucking up. He's fucking up. Now you should have made Marcus for freaking not doing it, but Marcus, I don't think he was really fully into it, that deal. So they still were gonna blame Kareem because Kareem ain't doing what he needs to do to make sure they actually really not do well. So I said, oh, okay, whatever. So well, Kareem was going outside because the mom said, "What's going on, baby?" He's like, he was doing okay, but he's slacking on. You gotta stay focused there on the head of the game. We almost got there, and walked off. He walking outside. That guy who was with Jamal was so salty because he lost a lot of money. He would go do something. So that's how Kareem's career is not existent right now. He's playing assistant to Marcus, the backpedaler to Marcus, and everybody was like, this could have been our life. Jamal, the mom, Quanisha. Everybody feel like it could have been their life, and they all secretly hated on Marcus because Marcus became a big star and Kareem didn't. And because the reason why he didn't become a star and got drafted when he was supposed to get drafted, is because the guy was salty for losing money, ran freaking Kareem over, messed up his fucking knee, and now he can't even play anymore because he's in the crowd screaming at the motherfucker. He said, "Oh, my knee, get the ambulance, get the ambulance." And it's they brought the ambulance come, and I guess that's the since that injury prevented him to be drafted and continue on. And now while Marcus is the one who getting the second center of attention, then he gonna start blowing up. Cause now it's all about Marcus and it's not about Kareem anymore. And now, so you get hurt before you get drafted, people gonna really want to deal with you because you gotta get recuperated, you gotta recover, all that stuff. They don't want to do that. So they want to put an investment. So they had to just take him out. And I said, wow, his whole dream and it's shattered because of that. Now, but you shouldn't be mad at Marcus so much. You should be mad at that fucking guy who ran you over. Shit, curse that bitch out. So that was that. So after Layla got the phone hang up by Vanessa, she started thinking back of how she was getting on teased and fucking called sluts and all that stuff by the female girls at the school, kind of bullying her. And the guy helped her. I don't think I can get his name, but I should call him the guy. The guy helped her, all that stuff. It was nice. They went to the library. The guy was doing an act and helping her prepare. She had the role. I did Cleopatra or something like that, and she was rehearsing the lines. And he said, "Let's read the line and see how you is." And she did a good job. Remember it, all that stuff. He said, "Cool." He invited her to the party. The party. Later said she don't really have much friends. Everything. She appreciated being with him, all that stuff. I said, "Oh, okay." The party. You could tell he was up to no good. Drinking and the motherfucker, all that stuff. She had a good time. put it to the side of the house, whatever it is. I said, damn, out in the open like that? Sure. Okay. He must be horny, horny. So he just started to go kissing on her, and she was like, okay, until he started getting rough and stuff. Like, she said, no, stop, no, stop, no, stop. I said, listen, y'all, stop knows me, no, stop me, stop. And much a pussy who will give it up will give it up with no struggle. Why you need to get this one who's struggling and trying to resist you? So she resisted. He started ripping up her clothes. It was very, very forceful. Raped her, and from that point on, you know how people who get raped or so like that at a young age or so like that, and they start losing their self-body and self-control, so they start fucking have sex because they got raped. So they was like, whatever, we're gonna do what it do to survive. So basically, that's what later started becoming, because next thing you know, we saw a scene getting freaked and fucked by some guy. I don't know who this guy was. He's sweating on top of her, and she was laying there. And after he finished, she turned her head to the side. I said, are you smirking or are you really upset or numb? Because this looked like she was smirking a little bit, but she wasn't. And she was like, I said, oh, lady, I feel for you, girl. Nobody should deserve to get raped. I don't care who you are. Nobody deserves to get that. And I guess from there, that's what she became the way she is now, because her past. Nia and Vanessa met the first time. Nia was passing on flyers of a protest about something. And Vanessa said, I can't deal with this because I'm doing pre-law. I'm not an African American Studies major and all that stuff. I'm trying to focus again in school. So she said, maybe free time you come back to us here. They do pledge together. They would pledge to Gamma. Okay, I don't even care about the Gamma scene. I was not a big fan of going to do no fraternities or sororities or like that, because I said, I don't want nobody to tell me what the hell to do, how the hell to do, whatever. Like hazing, positive hazing, negative hazing, I don't care. You can't tell me what to do. I'm a leader, not a follower. Alright, so they did Gamma. Yeah, that's it. They Gamma together. Vanessa was contemplating, because at the point where the flyers was college move just started, the professors just came in the room and sat down. Vanessa got her ass up and walked out, and then busted half of the class and walked out. So Vanessa was like, so she walked out, and she said, I knew you was gonna come out. And they hooked it up, like, they clicked from there, because they introduced themselves. While Fika Vanessa was at the game, Fika Nia was in the streets all protesting, and then she got her damn herself arrested. I said, damn, you was protesting hard, like, girl. So she got herself arrested. She was doing this and the Fika thing. She said, put your hand down. She was like this. I said, oh, girl, they done pulled back in the, no, don't do that. The woman pulled back in the Fika mud shot. Got there, this guy named Terrence. That's when she first met Terrence. Bailed her out because he said he apologized. He shouldn't have went that far, whatever happened. So he bailed her out. She asked for a ride to Connecticut. I said, cool. And oh, that's it. Yeah, that was it. That was it. That was too much about the episode. I said it was not gonna be long, but it's 23 minutes. But all right, please tell me what y'all think about this episode, and I'll talk to you all later. All right, peace.